Okay, thank you for coming. What we would like to present to you, it's the work in progress that we are doing with Valérie Philippin on what we call an artistic residence. Just to be very quick, this is more or less our summary, what we are going to present for you. But maybe let's just to make something to tune. On y va juste. Nicolas, est-ce que tu peux nous éteindre ça? La vidéo, voilà, juste mettre un
la mer l'enfermée d'une femme va dire l'océan. C'est juste ainsi. Vision de l'œil saisit le dévise qui voit loin, qui ne s'arrête pas de grandir. Inite, dolente et farouche, l'hume de soi avec ses couleurs. Une déplotoirante, une lutte par semble être cible, oufle la muraille, le toit et ses triste. De dures servent chaque maison, animée de hoc sa réserve. Paysage tranquille, chose, lecture, vous marchez, chose, structure.
Votre visage, bras, cheville, ici, ça se laisse de, il faut que ça avance. Cuisse, il faut que ça avance. Belle. D'avant-bras, le carré, n'avancez pas la manche. En rosette, ablage, qui rentre vers l'arrière-crâne, vous tout le poids.
Pardon. Okay. How this come out? And as we said before, from now, I don't know, more or less 14 or 17 weeks of work in this year, we did a collaboration with Valérie and with our team, our research team, about some technical problems. But first of all, what I would like to see with you is what it's an artistic residence, okay? It's not just to go in the studio and have fun. Okay, it's this also, but it's a collaboration, and it's a collaboration between some people. It's Valérie Philippin, myself, but also someone that you are not seeing here, that is Joachim Borg, that is the developer. It's one of the developers. Actually, we have two developers in Somax, is Joachim Borg and Marco Fiorini, okay? And also a change, a work in progress. But the most important is just to see that an artistic residence, it's really an exploration that comes from artistic point of view. That means to try to explore all the possibilities of musical expression from the voice, and especially one of the characteristics, but Valérie is going to say more about it. One of the characteristics of Valérie, that she is also an author, she is a writer also. And what is the the possibility of using the speech in the environment of Somax 2. We don't know exactly what it is, and also from scientific point of view, how to try to find scientific and also, let's say, technological point of view, how from technological and scientific point of view to find the ways to achieve some goals. But the most important maybe for us is this, that this process underlines some hypotheses, and it's one of many hypotheses for us, that arts and science and technology can feed one other, okay? This is really very, very important. I don't know, I'm speaking too much if you...
No, speak. I will speak later.
Okay.
It's perfect.
It's perfect, okay. You cut me when you want. Just very quick to speak about the scientific context. We have a kind of, yes, a scientific context. All of this, it's coming out in the scientific and technological context that is the European REACH project, Raising Co-Creativity in Cyber-Human Musicianship. Okay, it's a project that our team, Représentation Musicale at IRCAM, it's involved the last 3-4 years now. And just to give very quick outlines of the project, okay? The project, indeed, it aims at understanding, modeling, and developing, if you want, what we call co-creativity between humans and machines. In what you listened, Valérie was improvising, was performing, but also was making influences on the machine, and I was in some ways controlling a little bit, but the machine was reacting to the voice of Valérie, and in such way. And the idea is that for us, for now, we don't try to find the AI, the generative process that can mimic a true performer, but we try to develop a kind of situation where human and machine can co-create. That means that the machine is here to enhance and maybe to give ideas to the human, okay? And we try to do all of this, as we said, by through the improvised interactions, okay? Okay, and it's also why the improvisation for us, it's really at the core, really, of this project. I am going very fast because I hope that at the end we have a little bit of time that you are able to ask a lot of things, a lot of questions, we hope. Just very quickly, in the context of the team, was, I don't know, from 98 to today, that the team was working with a lot of projects and softwares about modeling the musical thought, and especially in the improvisation context, okay? And this is more or less what the team did the last 98, almost 20 years now, working on this. But for us, we are what we are going to show to you, it's one software that it's called Somax. Somax, and this is what you are seeing is what is called the app version. After, if you want, we will show to you how to download it, how to all the practical aspects. And this is what is distributed for public. We have indeed 3 flavors. This is the app flavor. It's the built-in plug and play part, but you have also the user interface and the modular interface. We are going to see sometimes this kind of stuff. This is my patch that I did for research purposes, but it's the same. It's just the same. Very quickly, yes, Somax 2, it's called a reactive multi-agent environment for co-improvisation, and the original design is by Gerard Assayag, that is also the PI, principal investigator in this project, and Joachim Borg. The development actually is done by Joachim Borg, Marco Fiorini, and also, I forgot, José Miguel Fernandez. Okay, going a little bit fast. The idea of Somax, it's that it is based on what is called the co-improvisation paradigm. That it's listen, learn, listen, and generate. But let's do it in the following way. I am going to explain how it works, and we are going to give some examples how it really works, okay? And the first phase with Somax is we feed Somax, we feed this, this environment with sound files or MIDI files, okay? What the software does, it takes the sound file, okay, yes, just takes the sound file, segment it, cut it in small chunks, okay, in small slices. And each one of these slices is tagged with a pitch. That means, say, okay, this chunk, it's, I don't know, G sharp, this one is B flat, and so on, okay? Each segment receive a first tag that it's a pitch, and receive a second tag that is something that is called chroma vectors. Don't worry here about chroma vectors, I can explain after, but let's say it's something that is related with the harmony and the timbre of the segment. And having these two sets of data, the software inside build a kind of model of the sound file according with the pitches or according with the chroma vectors. And this is the first part. And with this part, we get a kind of small file that embody or that embed the mathematical model and all this data. But maybe the most interesting, we are going to make an example of this. Okay, I will try to make an example. Oh, okay, let's try this guy. Oops, sorry, some people was on. Okay, est-ce que tu as une... Oh, why not? Est-ce que tu as
un texto?
Non, un texte, un truc préféré.
Ah, dans quoi?
Dans tes fichiers pour qu'on fasse l'exemple.
Avec du son ou avec du texte?
Avec du son. Bah, là, ça va être avec du son.
Alors, quelque chose qu'on ne va pas entendre par la suite.
Dans le labyrinthe 4, par exemple.
Par exemple.
Le problème, c'est que dans la situation dont nous parlons...
OK. OK. And to build it, it's really very, very easy. Just to check, I must to check something. Okay. Oh, it's nice. We take the sound file. We have this guy that is called Audio Corpus Builder. And you have a kind of parameters. And the first thing that it does, you see, is segmenting. You see this green stuff? Okay, it's segmenting. Just for now, let's say, okay, this segmentation is wonderful, it's fantastic. Usually, this part of segmentation, it's a big issue, but no worries. You just drag and drop. He did its segmentation. You see that it's en train de clignoter. It's coming. It's okay that he's building. What he's doing, he's cutting really the segments, and for each the segments, making a tag. Okay. Okay, just dans le labyrinthe. And it's supposed to be here dans le labyrinthe 04. You see? And I am loading now in the software. Just to you to remember, it's not a big deal. Okay. Oh, no worries. Was this one?
Le problème, c'est que dans la situation dont nous parlons, il n'y a aucun moyen de planifier.
Okay. You see, this is what a recording we did with Valérie. And now, for example, let the software... Okay.
Tu avances, fonction. Il n'y a aucun moyen. Action. Par ici. Ou bien tes pas. Le fil est de composer ton tympan.
Okay, and you see what he's doing
Le fil.
He's
Tu avances.
recomposing the text according
À saisir.
in the style the
Le
what
fil qui va bien
Valérie
quoi.
did. Okay?
Qu'un moyen,
Okay. This is the
parlons,
okay.
il n'y a...
This is the second part. You see, we build a corpus, and what we did now, we can just leave the software to reconstitute it. You can make it's a kind of autonomous generation. But where it's more interesting, it's when this generation it's controlled or influenced by external audio files. Let's show it for you again here. Tu as le microphone, non? Oui.
Oui.
Oui. Alors, on peut le faire avec ça ou avec un autre. Est-ce que ça te va celui-là ou un autre?
Non, c'est très bien. Vas-y.
Okay. And let's put in this way. Oops. This one. Oops. Sorry. Before we fade. What is going to happen now? But maybe we can show it here. The software is getting the voice of Valérie, and as I am very close of her, he's taking my voice now, but she is going to make, and it makes real-time analysis. You see it? That means it detects each attack of mine and generate what we call onsets, triggering information. But also, you see here, it takes my pitch, and here is the chroma vector.
Dance. Ti, do, fa, do, do.
Okay. Fantastic. And now, what is going to happen is that Valérie is going to influence the corpus now.
Tu le suis, tu le ton tympan, tu as que ton tympan, voilà, parce que page, il y a le fil dans la situation, parce qu'il est, parce dans la sphère, te faire dessus, te faire dessus, parce que fâche, partage une sœur, par là, de compose le fil, ta peau, de non que tu pâches, Paris, passer, parce que tu as, te fais brousse, des plats, peut-être que tu ne brousses te faire choix, mais pas te passer, pas te faire que tu n'aurais que tu te choix, que tu ne passer, que tu ne te faire repasser, te faire rebrousse, que tu n'aurais brousse, que tu n'aurais que tu n'aurais te faire se faire que tu n'aurais brousse, te passer brousse, passer, que tu n'aurais que tu n'aurais passé, pas brousse, que te faire passer, te passer, et te faire que tu n'aurais et que tu n'aurais passer, que tu n'aurais pu, que tu n'aurais pu passer, et que tu n'aurais aussi te faire, et de faire que tu passer, et que tu n'aurais pas pu, et que tu passer, que tu passes, et que tu n'aurais plus, que tu passes, que tu n'aurais plus. Que tu te faire passer, que tu n'aurais de faire passer, que faire une brousse, que tu n'aurais ex. Te fasse que tu fasses te faire passer, te faire passer, te faire passer, brousse et brousse, te fasse brousse passer, brousse et que tu n'aurais pas passé, te faire que tu n'aurais pas te faire repasser, brousse, te faire que tu n'aurais pas te faire que tu n'aurais brousse, que tu n'aurais brousse et que tu n'aurais plus.
Okay, thank you. And you see, we had something else here. Unfortunately, the the room, it's particular, and we had a kind of feedback sometimes, feedback from the influences. But you can see, I hope you could listen, that it really follows the pitches and the tuning of the voice. And this is what I said, and we also get the example. Oh, we have something else that can be sometimes interesting, because you saw these players, these agents. Just to show to you very quickly, here you see I have, oh no, sorry. You see here in this patch, okay, you see this, you have 1, 2, 3, you have 3 agents. Oops, sorry. You have 3 agents, and for now, what happened, we had this situation, okay? That means Valérie influencing not 2, but 3 at the same time. At the beginning, I just begin with 1, and after I put the 3 others. But something that can be very interesting is that we can have a situation where the agents can influence the others. Just to give a very, oops, this one, for example. Okay. Let's say yes, let's say it.
Cryptible, à saisir, T. Cryptible, à se plus, trop tard, plus primé. Il n'y a pas, aimant, encore, et plus, pour, parce que tu dixième chemin que tu n'aurais pas. Peut-être que tu as envie de parce que tu n'en 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 parce que tu qui s'offre parce que tu n'en 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 brousse de faire plus pro qui n'a plus sans jamais de suivre faire aller des ordres de suivre des prix des ordres.
Okay. And this is just an idea. We did you can make, for example, installation. We did an installation the last year with this. Okay. This was really in a kind of nutshell what is Somax. Maybe the last stuff that is quite important, and because you know Somax plays segment by segment, and when it reaches a segment, it has a kind of map of its memory, and it's like more or less us. I show, for example, a picture for you. What happens when you see the picture? You have a lot of images that come out in your mind. And what happens with Somax? It's this. It has a lot of images, but he has a lot of segments with probabilities. And that is according to the model. That means what it's now the best move that I can do to keep the same style and the same sequence from the original file. And this is, as I said, this is more or less how our mind more or less works. Okay, was very quick. This is, I hope to go very fast, to go to more interesting stuffs. I make this one, je fais celui-là. Okay. And now, the artistic context and the goals. And as we said, one of the main goals was exploring the possibilities of using the voice, especially text-based speech, with Somax 2. And obviously, what directions? And we had some goals. One, trying to make language generation, trying to work with a pseudo-language or imaginary language, and also variation of text, but trying to keep the meaning. But it's obvious we are not doing it for nothing. It's why we collaborate with an artist. a composer, a creative one, because the idea is to say how, to see how her, how to say, harmonic context, creative context can feed our knowledge. And maybe this is maybe interesting to see, because and maybe it's Valérie that is going to speak now, because a big part of what we did was based on trying to transpose and enlarge the already used techniques from Valérie Philippin. Maybe I leave to you. I just
yes, and thank you, Mikhail. It was really interesting and sometimes surprising to see that using Somax can reconvoke some techniques I have been using for a long time in writing poetry, sound poetry, poetry to be spoken, to be so perhaps we can go further. So we have we prepared several examples of text I have wrote by the past, and with specific techniques used usually used in poetry, sound poetry. For example, permutation. This text is I use a text I can pick in the dictionary or in articles, scientific or philosophic articles, or a text I composed in a normal way, writing, and then I use those sources to make sound poetry. This text, for example, is a description of the revolution of the movement of the sun, revolution of the sun. And I just picked, using the computer, I just picked fragments, letters, syllables, words, and moving them in each paragraph. It's very simple, but the way I do it is quite specific, because I use a sort of improvisation. I stay very, very near the text. I don't prepare the way I do it, and I do it with the movement using the mouse. And so I pick this letter, I put it there, and reading in the moment what I'm doing. And so it's really like improvisation, and not taking a view of, I don't know how to say it, prendre du recul. Yeah, I hope you understand what I mean. Okay, and my aim is to make the meaning quite confused or vague, but also to make sound and percussion, to make the people hearing the text as if it was really music. So, for example, this text, I can read the beginning. Le tension de rêve te r 60 was, oh pardon. Le tension de rêve te r was 60 au lieu haute de la hourde du sauce élay 105 jours 6 heures 9 minutes. L'axe te r au tas de 20 sion was gré de la plan et de avec la v r te du son orbe angle it ic de 1 virgule de 5 al. C'est pourquoi il y a des saisons. All the text is here. I didn't take element out or in. Okay, that's an example. Perhaps the second one. Here, floutage, or it's like blurring. This is connected to an experience I made when I was a child. When I about 8, for a few months, I heard voices in my mind. I was alone in a room, and hearing like as if there were people in the room speaking and not understanding what they were saying. So like a rumor, but very present, and I could feel the state of the conversation. And I tried to reconstitute this this way of this kind of sound like this. It's something like that I've heard at this period. And the floutage of a text, I use in improvisation often this kind of reading text in this context, like this. Quelque chose, des arrangements, il n'y a plus rien de commun avec la parole. Une exaltation à notre attention. Involontairement, induire. S'organiser ensemble, une vie originale. Creuseront. Sous ces joies, il y a quelque chose qui n'a plus rien. La parole. Comme des passants qui entrent dans une danse. So that's floutage. Phonetic proliferation is I use 1, 2, or 3 words, so a very short proposition, and I play with the phonetic sounds. Here you have the title of this text is Le Passage, so I have L, E, P, S, J, A, and I play with those words, making a proliferation in the combination of the sounds. Sage, pa, age, pa, sage, ap, ap, sap, le, asp, sa, asp, passe, sage, l'âge, le j, le page, plage, le jazz. Jazz is an alien because there is no j and there is no z, but the word came, so I kept it. Le pa, le passe, la, jap, sap, le pa, le sap, la, passe, and all those texts are putting together in an edition. I named it Kit Music because you can do a lot of things with those texts. They are open. It's open work. So I can do it by myself. I can do it. We can do it in a choir. We did often this text with 10. 20% in spatialization, and especially the l, j, s, when we are several people, it makes harmonies and melodies. So it's also an improvisation because we do it very freely, reading randomly the text. Compression. Excuse me. Compression is this text especially is compressed and also summarized. I took a text. This is a text of comment on dit, un maître bouddhiste, Buddhism master.
It's a Zen Buddhist master.
Yeah, a Zen Buddhist master about permanency. Impermanency. C'est ça? Impermanency. Very, very beautiful and deep mind text. I took the text and I keep only also in a quite of instant reading. I don't prepare. I read the text and I have the book and I took words, sometimes repeating them or not taking them. And I recompose the text in its deep, I hope, deep meaning, but in a musical way, combining the words and the meaning. La naissance dès la naisse nue des âges, des nus laisse âge. Pouvez-vous la chaleur, la vapeur, vous visualiser la chaleur, voir la vapeur? La formation des nuages dans le ciel, d'où laissent les nus dans le ciel, la forme d'où, vous savez d'où vient le nuage,
Vous aime les nus, si vous aime que le nuage est impair, ou l'avant d'un huage, le voyage se manifeste, transforme nu le âge en âge, la vision, si vous aimez d'un nuage, etc. And documentary recycling, all the text often are documentary recycling. For this one, it's a series I made about, to make portraits of friends, musicians. I use their own name. Their yes, this is no the
C'est
first
vraiment
one.
l'autre. Je pense que j'ai fait ça, c'est le vibraphone là.
Il y en a un avant.
Il y a eu une.
Et avant, il y avait quoi?
Non, avant, il y avait sa compression. Il y a eu un problème là.
Ah, ok.
Oh non, polysémie des vibraphones. Oui,
Ah,
non,
c'est ça.
C'est correct,
Okay.
c'est correct. Voilà.
So my friend, a friend percussionist, his name is Alex Grillo, and the name is already soundy, Alex Grillo, and he's playing vibraphone. So for this text I used it's a portrait because I try with the sound to make the portrait of his own music, not only himself but the way he's playing, and he's an improvisator. He plays also jazz music and a lot of musics and Indian music too. And this is all the techniques, permutation, using the phonetics of his name, and also citations of text about what is playing his instrument. Lutherie, I don't know the word in English. Lutherie.
Yes,
I didn't find it. Lutherie, on dit?
Lutherie.
Lutherie, the way of the instrument is building, and also how you play it. So very technical indications. And I mixed all of this to make this sound poem. Usion, perc, la vibre de forme, bribe de v, clap, clave, help, hanche le nom, presse le nom, viphone, ibre le viblaphone, le va, le v, le vient et pavolos, ivre de son v, ivre des do, de da, de ciel, cil, de lance, isme, mille dans le plein, plaque, xil, elex, al, de l'axe, métal, de gamme, de jave, zage, phoniste en plein ciel, vite trouvé, vis, de lame, lase, lame de fond, drève, brat, brave, l'homme de 6, x, vite, joue, le joue contre j, l'octe lavé, honte à l'horizon de métal, fuite en ave, ligne, suite, nocte, l'orne de son phonatrice de lettres S, allumé de la nuit, de lume, ses mains frappent le métal, fonce, pas de synthèse, pas d'exil, axe, élixir, d'affleur, de paume, etc. And then,
Oups, peut-être comme ça.
yeah.
Voilà. Après, je montre l'autre. Oui.
What was really interesting, surprising, and sometimes déroutant for me is that Somax can do the same things by himself or by itself, I don't know, or herself, I don't know. Taking fragments, recompose, cutting in several segments, just the letters or the phonemes, the syllables, the word, the phrase, and the question is how, in fact, to make it cleverly and sound and to make it sound. This is a text. Perhaps can we hear what Somax does before with the consonants of?
Okay.
We tried something. I brought this text first. This text of Bergson, the French philosopher, about le rire, laughing, and. Mikhail proposed to make an improvisation only on the consonants of this text. So we recorded a lecture of myself reading only the consonants, and then we saw how Somax can recompose them, and it was really
sorry, I'm looking for my word. A surprise for me because it does something I do oftenly, playing with I really love this, and it reminded me a work I did years ago. I think it was in 1997, making a choir with this text you have here. It's a definition of the earth with permutation of the words of the definition. And can we...
C'est le film, non? Oui.
Non, peut-être le texte d'abord.
Le texte, c'était ça le texte?
Yes,
oui,
yes.
Okay.
So, support solide. The word is, alors on l'a pas là, the original phrase is éléments solides qui supportent les êtres vivants et leurs ouvrages et où poussent les végétaux. That's a French definition of the earth. So I just make a permutation with all this, and you have support solide, les ouvrages qui vivants et leurs éléments poussent et les êtres végétaux, ouvrages solides et êtres végétaux, les qui éléments et où supportent poussent vivants les leurs végétaux qui et poussent supportent vivants ouvrages êtres et où les éléments solides, etc. And I put those marks on it because you can make to make a percussive reading. Supporte solide les ouvrages qui vivants et leurs ou éléments poussent et les êtres végétaux. For example, we can do this in a choir too, or keeping only in a choir, beginning like a canon, beginning at several places in the text and making les ou qui vivent et leurs ou les poussent et les something like that, but in a polyphony. And another way to interpret this text is just to, in a choir too, each singer choose one sound in the text. For example, I choose S and L, one phoneme. And I read in my head, just making here, making here those sounds. S, 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 and we did this with a group of young artists in a master class in Egypt long ago, and it gave this.
Okay, just something. Sorry, we had a big bug.
Oh, sorry,
before.
Really?
Oh no, not now.
Oh.
Just to say, before you came, we have a big bug. It's why we are a little bit lost with all of these, but it's coming up. So I hope it's nice. Okay, is this one? Okay.
So each singer got two sounds. Read the text in mind. the rhythm, the tempo is not important. Each got his own tempo, and associating one gesture with one letter. Very simple dispositive, very, very simple. But it was very funny for me to hear Somax doing something like that himself. Okay.
Okay, je reprends.
Oui.
Okay. Okay. As you saw and you listened to it, it was very amazing because it, as Valérie said, Somax, how to say, take us back really to her own techniques. And maybe something, but I would like just that Valérie can say something, because what happened also, if I am not wrong, that you listening Somax, you had some ideas to how to write. Also, I don't know if you can give to us some examples. I don't know, even Babel, it's a kind of joke.
Yes, yes, we needed a theme for this work. I felt that. So we I don't know what you, sorry, what?
Oh,
Excuse us.
No, it's open. No, about the fact, le fait que ça t'a fait écrire différemment, et l'exemple, je ne sais pas si tu peux te le donner rapidement, de Babel Fabrique, une espèce de blague que tu as fait avec ça.
Oui, Somax Babel Fabrique was playing on the name of Somax. Somax Babel Fabrique. I took this title to recompose a text that can be recomposed. I recomposed the phonemes to be recomposed by Somax. Yeah. I hear when Somax recompose, it's very interesting because I hear the way he mixed and make matching some words, making new meaning, and when I interact with it, that's a new adventure. But for me, it's really like, I don't only improvise with Somax, I also improvise with Mikhail, because Mikhail intervient sans cesse.
Interfere.
So it's really a trio. Really a trio.
Okay. Just to continue. And maybe you ask, or maybe if you have not asked it, but we are answering, what is the material that we used for the corpus? And the basis was various texts wrote by Valérie. It's all. Text wrote and recorded by Valérie with different characters. And also, we tried to make something else to put other sounds inside, but these bring us to the problem of rights. And for the moment, we are working a lot with works from the public domain, and replayed and rebooted, reorchestrated, for example, with samples. For example, Weber, Opus 2027, but other pieces also. But even, for example, we use it in one of the permutational improvisations, the structure from Boulez. But you are going to say to me, but you have not the right to use this music. It's sure, we have not used the original structure, because I don't know if you read the paper from Ligeti. Ligeti did a very beautiful analysis of the structure for two pianos from Boulez, and showed that Boulez did a mistake with the permutations. I don't know if you read this paper, it's very interesting. And we just did again the permutation without errors. I hope this is another piece now. And we used it also somewhere with samples. But this is not only a joke, it's serious, but you can see that the problem of rights, it's a big problem that is going on in the use of data in this way. But another problem that we are just mentioning, but we can answer after and speak about after, it's the problem of sound context, because each set of timbres, of sounds, each corpus has a kind of aesthetics. For example, what you're listening now, for example, listening the consonants, just the consonants that we rebuilt with some marks from a recording from Valérie. You see, this is it's a sound context, and this was also something that is not completely clear for us. As we said, it's a work in progress. We are just showing the collaboration is not finished. We are continuing this artistic residence in Bordeaux in the SCRIM laboratory. But just to say that it's a problem. How to deal with from the artistic point of view, from the musical point of view, from the timbrical, the aesthetic context that a corpus proposed to us. But maybe we are going to play.
Yeah.
Play. Just we must to give 2 seconds for us. Oh my God. Okay. Sorry. Just as we are trying to be, no, oh, it's okay. It's just okay. I must just to do something by hand. Désolé, je dois faire un truc à la main. It's not sometimes very straightforward to try to make okay, just okay. Oh, sorry again.
Perhaps I can introduce.
Yes, please, please.
The next piece. All we do is improvisation, but it's a little bit prepared. We have to prepare what we used, what kind of sound we use with Somax, because this has to be prepared. And there is a piece. Can I say what the piece?
Yes.
It's a piece of Weber.
Yes, it's the Opus 27 of Weber.
And I improvise with the recomposition of Weber made by Somax and Mikhail. And for me, the work is to choose what kind of vocality, what kind of sounds I will use with my voice, what kind of style it can create. For example, this treatment of the piece of Weber, for me it was quite like a cabaret sound, cabaret environment with a prepared piano and sounds like that. And I don't know why I wanted to use this kind of vocality and using Sprechgesang. And I chose the text I wrote about body, corps, not corps, sorry, corps, le corps in French, body in English. All the qualification you make, you can use after body, safe body, human body, a lot of qualifications. So that's an enumeration. This is really for me the core of improvisation, is how when you sing with a percussionist or a contrabass or electronics, or you can use the same voice. For me, I try to let my voice be transformed by the sounds and the environment. So
Okay,
we're going to try something.
we are ready.
We're ready.
And maybe if you are here, a small advice: when you have a speech to do, never do what I am doing. Use always just one software at once. Don't mix to using 2, 3 software at the same time. It's very messy. It's
Tu peux le mettre un petit peu plus fort. Corps sain, métallique, enseveli, carbonisé, engourdi. Corps humain, musclé, déformé, bien proportionné, identifié. Corps amaigri, squelettique, souple, massif, grêlé, ramassé, assoupli, aplaqué. Corps consumé par le feu. Étendu par terre, corps fluide, solide, sable pur, dilaté, composé, gras, modelé, morcelé, corps calleux, caverneux, strié, vitré, oblong, cellulaire, corps ductile, segmenté, pâteux, poreux, radioactif, corps étranger, céleste, matériel, oxygéné, photoconducteur, corps électoral, politique, constitué, municipal, corps diplomatique, enseignant, médical, professoral. Corps expéditionnaire, franc, corps enchevêtré, corps de victimes de défunts, corps d'athlètes, de danseuses, de rêve, corps d'armure, de cuirasse, de logis, corps de garde, de ballet, corps de marchand de métier, d'armée, corps de cavalerie, d'infanterie, corps de bibliothèque, d'armoire, corps de fonctionnaires, de spécialistes, corps de la magistrature, de l'État, corps du délit, corps défendant, corps exhumé, corps perdu, corps d'une robe, d'un bâtiment, d'une ferme, corps d'une lettre, d'un article, corps des lois, corps en équilibre, corps à corps, 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 corps et bien, corps et âme, corps qui s'ankylose, se déplace, se meurt, se enfle, corps qui s'étire, se rompt, se fossilise, s'anime, corps qui vibre, frémit, frissonne, corps volant,
Nicolas. And just to say that before this work, Somax had been used really mainly in instrumental context, and the voice that you have used really just appeared only in occasionally way. And now just something a little bit technical. I am not going too deep in this. I will keep it for the questions. If really interests you, I go deeply. But just to give for you an overall idea of these points. Something that you can guess is that instrumental music and speech or even vocal music, you don't segment, you don't articulate exactly in the same way, even if it's sure that we have a lot of, how to say, connections. If for example, if you are a wind player, you are going to have your teacher that is saying, phrase it like you are singing. Okay, you have a lot of these relations, and also, for example, something that we was discussing. I don't know if I have trombonists in the room. No trombonists? Okay. Oh, you are a trombonist. Good. And you can give to us the reference. I forgot the name, but one of the main treatises and for studies for trombone it comes from singing studies. I don't know if you remember, but you can ask to your teacher. But just to say that you have things that relate, but working with speech, working with vocal, it's a little bit different of working of instruments. And it's why a lot of the work, and again, it's very technical, was about how we segment. You remember that we take the sound, you put in Somax, and Somax cut it. Okay, but Somax cuts in a given way that it's more appropriate for instruments, and we decided to really explore a lot of it. Something that you can have an idea is if my grains are too small, what it's coming in the regeneration, it's something that is more close to a texture, more close what it's a granular synthesis, and we are not it's not our idea to make a granular synthesis. The idea was to rebuild, to regenerate a kind of musical phrases. Okay, just maybe to give a very quick example. I hope I can do it. Oh, okay. Just to see, okay, for example, this is interesting. Okay, this is a text that was recorded by Valérie. It's called Feuille de route. And if you just listen it, just to put in a given way.
En termes simples, une feuille de route est une technique de planification stratégique.
Okay, oops, sorry.
Il place les objectifs d'un projet, les principaux livrables, tâches, jalons sur une chronologie, tous regroupés dans une seule représentation visuelle ou graphique. Une fonctionnalité spécifique.
Okay.
Une feuille de route aide à articuler le pourquoi du résultat souhaité et le plan pour y parvenir dans le cadre de toutes sortes d'initiatives stratégiques.
Okay, this is just to say it's a segmentation with 33 grains. That means just 33 sequences. You can take the same one with 1,200 segments, and if you are going to reconstitute it, you are going to have something more. Okay, it's.
Autour d'un objectif.
The point is, just to make it really very short, the way that you segment, okay, it's going to give the way that you are performing, because it's having an influence to the way, to the texture that you are going to have. And also, in the case of the speech, the relation with the meaning. And voice has some characteristics that are very interesting. For example, what is the basic material of the voice? You have harmonic parts and noisy parts. It's more what we call when you have vowels, for example, you have more an harmonic spectra, usually with the consonants, not all, but you have more noise, especially in the attacks. And sometimes you have all these, it's interleaved, intermingled, okay? And the other point also is the problem of the prosody. You saw how Valérie performs. She really, I can say that you sing even if you are not singing. No,
Oh,
because
it's nice, thanks.
no, because you have the prosody, you have a kind of curve. It's not, but it's not something like this. You have, yes, you have a kind of melody of the speech, and you have a kind of phrasing, because and you have the meaning. And our point was how to make the segments take it in Somax, and also how to be able to implement it. And this is the part more, how to say, more technical, but we can speak after, according with your question, is that we implemented in Somax a lot of workflows using Max and also the Mubu library. And for example, most part of what we use actually with Valérie, it's a kind of syllabic segmentation, and it's basic on the work. I can after give the bibliography to you from Aubin, Lamar, and Rebel, where you have algorithms that are able really to segment by phrase, by syllable, and also by something called subsyllable. And maybe you asked to me, but you could do it by hand. Yes, I can. And we did it at the beginning. But sometimes making it by hand, I don't know, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, the music, I don't know, you are going to spend 1 or 2 days, full days, to really make it very well. And it's nice to have some workflow that can help you after. You can go in kind of microchirurgy to change it. And we implemented these syllabic algorithms, and also something else that was based with the works of the Aubin and Longchetin, that is the idea that when you have a segment, yes, I am not going to open another software now, because just you believe me. Okay, we don't have, no worries. We don't have a vocal. But imagine that when you have the segment, okay, we can give to this segment a pitch, but what you can give to this segment, imagine it's a curve, because it's different if you say ah, 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 ah. It's completely different, or ah, okay, you understood. And the idea was to be able, this is, I can just to show to you very, very, just to show some, okay, I can show it. Oh no, this one. Oh, okay. You see this kind of stuff? This means middle, middle, high, middle, low, middle, and so on. It's a kind of way to formalize, to model the segments, and this helped us, and it is we use it a lot of times. It helped us, for example, to really to have regeneration from somax that it's have more phrasing. And something that we are also working a lot now, it's a kind of work in progress, and this gives a lot of work. It's the implementation of a model based on grammatical categories. Let's try to show it to you. I hope it's there. Oh, for example, this is one of the texts that Valérie showed. Et pour nous induire à tenter le même effort sur nous-mêmes, and so on. And you see, I have the segments, preposition, pronoun, verb, preposition, verb, determinant, adjective, and so on. But for now, we don't have yet something to do it in automatic way. It's all done by hand, and we are going to work a lot. It's very promising stuff. Okay, oh, it's nice. Just where we are now, as these profiles, the MML and so on, and also the pronoun, the grammatical categories, it's what we call labels, because you can take the segments and to put the label that you want. You can imagine, for example, instead putting these labels, you could imagine a piece for voice where you say, I don't know, ordinario, frullato, molto vibrato, I don't know, and you can imagine a lot of categories, and you can make a model of your sound file according with mode de jeu, playing techniques. Okay, we're still working on this, and this is what we are doing a lot, but just to it's going to give for us a lot of time. Oh, yes, I was here. But what is fantastic, we remember that we begin with the idea that what is an artistic residence, and what is the use of an artistic residence, and we said that at the beginning that we have a kind of hypothesis that the art science and technology, one can feed one other, okay? And something happened, and we are very happy of this, and really very, very happy. It's that especially this last stuff that was implemented in Somax, that it's the idea to have labels. I just want to say these labels are not in the official version. We are testing it, and I hope in the next version of Somax they are going to be there. But what we realized, what we knew, it's that one of the yes, you can see one of our colleagues. It's Marco Fiorini and Nicolas Brohek also. They are working on identification of playing techniques for the flute. Okay, what it has to do with the voice and vocal techniques and Somax. Okay, nothing, but the idea that they was able to use the same functionality, that means how to say, having labels that like strings, helped them, and it's one of the last stuff to develop a tracker for playing modes that have actually one of the best ratings of detections. And maybe this is just a small video. Who is playing is Simone Conforti, that is teacher here at Ircam, also computer music designer, and also a very good flutist. And just to just one thing. You are going to see he is playing a technique. After you have the second screen that appears, you have here what he played and what Somax detected and what Somax is playing again. It's really a kind of demo. Detected and played. We was really very happy, because this is the basis also of what we believe here at IRCAM, that we are really building knowledge, and not only knowledge in a very broad way, and it's what I said for the. We can say that it confirms our hypothesis. We was very happy with this stuff. I don't know what's happening. Okay, something is happening. Okay, he's playing alone.
Yeah.
Somax is playing alone. Maybe he's tired with what I am saying to you.
He wants to play.
He wants to play, yes. On fait la dernière? Okay.
So we are going to play.
Yes, we are going to play. We propose to you, it's the last performance. And after, if you have questions, we will be very glad to answer them. Okay. Encore 2 minutes comme toujours. Eclipse, what happened? Okay. Désolé, ça va.
Do we give some words about the... No, or we do
If
it
you
like
want.
that?
I am ready.
Okay, let's go.
Thank you. We have maybe a lot of time for questions, or if you don't have questions, also have the right to not have questions. I don't know. Oh, you have a question? Maybe peut-être attendez le microphone. T'as pas un microphone pour... D'accord. Yes, say I can repeat also after. Oh, yes.
I was wondering if Valerie, you have a book with your techniques or anything published we can access?
I have published scores, poems and compositions. It's named Kit Music, and the editor is Symmetry in Lyon, in France. Yeah.
Yes. Just wait the microphone.
Thank you. So, when you are both improvising, what you're doing with the machines, that you're deciding the section where they will take material from, as well as the sound material, and then some reverb effects. Like what are you doing when you're improvising?
Okay, I am cheating a lot. Let's say what I am doing. It's what I put because I was waiting.
Sorry.
I have 2 or 3 stages. The main stage it's Somax, and remember that Somax here at this point make the analysis to what is coming in, and I have 3 informations. I have the pitch, the chroma vectors, and the onset. Okay. At the first stage, let's see. I am generating something like this. Okay, it's the first one. Okay. Okay. At the first we have Somax that it's generating, but you must to know that Somax has something like 90 parameters. I am not controlling 19 parameters. I could reduce it for, I don't know, something like 6 or 7 parameters. For example, I have this one that is the probability. That, for example, here I have a probability of 30% that it's playing something. And this is one thing that I can control. Yes, transposition if it's needed, and exactly what you said, this kind of stuff. Now it's not activated. You see, it's not activated here. But I can activate. And the sound can be... I can make the choice of Somax to put it in a small pocket, even like okay. This is one thing, it's the input, and with the input, what we can do, for example, with the input. Oh, it's nice. The input it's coming in. I have some synthesis, and for example, this is that synthesis that is done using the chroma vectors. Have this other one. I hope that is coming. This is done with the pitch, and so on, and it's obvious. A little bit of reverb also. It seems. Oh yes, and we have the core. It's really Somax, and after the but even what Somax is playing, this is interesting. For example, if this guy is playing, you see I have this matrix that I can to send the things. For example, this guy is playing, but this guy it's sending information from the grains to this synthesis guy. Oh, let's see again. Okay, and this makes that the things are coherent from the pitch and harmonic point of view. Have another question from here.
You answer.
Oh,
Just answer.
okay.
Also the specialization, you can control also the specialization?
Yes, it's. I have something very stupid here. Oh yes, for example, here it's my matrix of spatialization. As I knew that I had 6, all the effects are surrounding you. You have.
Or you can move.
Oh, I can move, but I have a lot to do already, because this was something. Also, this is another point. That is, you have Somax or any artificial intelligent device that makes music. Okay, this is a point. How to control it to be able to interact and to make music, and it's and it's why you have a lot of things. And for now, the space is not my concern number one. I have not for now, but for now I just put it in the space, and after I can send. To some places, but could be it's just put more devices here, a joystick, for example. I don't know.
Another one, sorry. It's possible also to work with the real voice, like real time. For example, when she sing, record and re-segment the real time voice.
Yes, I will try to do it now. T'as le micro?
Là, là, oui.
Oui.
Il est opérationnel. Allô, allô?
Oui. For example, let's try to do it now. Yes, it's what I am doing. You are going to see this button in some moments. It's recording. Can you?
Okay, it's recording. And what can I say? I don't know. I'm going to try to say something clever, but I'm not sure I can. I'm not sure I'm able to say something clever. What can I do? What can I say? Where can I go? Well, I don't know. Do you want me to sing or I speak?
Yes, you are
I can sing too.
Oh.
Okay.
You can do what you want.
Okay, I can sing. I can sing. I can sing. One with 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 one with. Okay, it records speak. I can sing some clever. Okay, it can. Okay.
Anyway. Yes. Oh, it's continuing. Yes, you can.
Yes, we can.
And after you can even to record what was done. It's yes. You can. I just did with one. You can record 2, 3, 4 as you want. For now, 3 agents. It's the maximum for me now. But have people that work with 4, 5. It's okay. Another question? Yes, but I don't know. Go ahead.
I wanted to ask, you mentioned this earlier where you said when you're talking about the material you try to gather for some acts, you talked about how all the sound context, timbre of the corpus all influence the aesthetic choice of the vocality. Can you just talk more about that? Because you were also kind of showing this a little bit. Aren't you like, isn't it the point that Somax uses this material to interact in real time with the performer who is also making aesthetic choices? So then wouldn't it be possible to real time transform these sound contexts that the material imply without having so much of a big, without them having so much of a big decision on the aesthetic of vocality itself?
It's a lot of questions. One by one, I don't know. Je sais pas si tu veux parler sur l'influence comment dire, du contexte des corpus et de l'improvisation. Tu vois, si tu peux.
Je suis pas sûre. I'm not sure I understand the question.
C'est la question de comment, tu te rappelles, lorsqu'on a un corpus, par exemple, s'il y a du Webern, c'est une chose, s'il y a du Schoenberg, si c'est de la synthèse granulaire, comment ça peut influencer l'esthétique ou ce qu'on va faire?
How the sounds produced by Somax can influence the voice and the choice of timbres and melodies, harmonies, and so on. That's the question. Not exactly. I'm not sure.
More the idea of the sound context.
The sound context.
Sound context for him.
Okay, for him.
For
okay.
Somax. Okay.
Okay. Somax, don't forget, Somax, even if you are personalizing it, it's not, we don't have any conscience inside, okay? We don't have a conscience, we don't have a will. What you have, it's an algorithm. That means that when I have a segment, we have behind it a kind of matrix of probabilities, a little bit sophisticated, when it says, okay, I am here, and I have some probabilities to go somewhere, anywhere, okay? And this is what Somax does. After, it's, I don't know if you know the concept of pareidolia. I don't know if it's the good work in English. In French, it's pareidolie. Okay, I explain to you. You look to the sky, and you see beautiful clouds, and you say, oh, it's a rabbit. This is a pareidolia, or pareidolie in French. That means that we, as humans, we give context and we give meanings. We give meanings to all phenomena. And what happens with Somax, for me, it generates material in a little bit clever way. And after, it's up to us to see how we are going to react to it. Because even when we say that Somax keep a kind of style, it's a kind of side effect. And it's very strange. But I have something also very interesting that we discussed it before. It's sometimes the performers, composers, when they listen what Somax did, and Somax, again, Somax don't have intention, don't have a will, sometimes they interpret, oh, this is good, I never think about it. And for me, this is also the basis of all this work. It's the machine that it's creating things that maybe you could not think about, but it's like we begin learning other possibilities beyond our own borders. It's how I see this kind of stuff. I don't know if I answer your question, but I hope so. Oh, I hope it's not a question about trombone. I am very limited about it.
We can say that Bénis Luchin is playing in the piece we did.
Oh yes, yes. You
Yes.
know Bénis Luchin?
No. Very great.
You know Karen from Xenakis, the piece for trombone? Okay. Yes, it's dedicated to this guy. It's important. Yes, yes. The trombone that you listened to here was recorded by Bénis Luchin. Sorry. Go ahead.
What sort of model is Somax using under the hood? Is it Markov? Or?
Yes, it's a kind of Markov. It's n-grams. It's a kind of, you have two levels. The first level, it's n-grams. It's a Markov where you see this kind of stuff here. Let's see, oops, not. You see here? I am choosing the order of the Markov matrix, okay? This is one level. And after, because especially for the chroma vectors, we have a kind of self-organized map that was calculated that makes a kind of quantification on the chroma vectors. Sorry, guys, it's very technical, this kind of stuff. Okay? If you are really interested, we have the technical reports that come, because Somax is just, from technical point of view, is just a package in MaxMSP. That means inside of the MaxMSP package, you have 2 or 3 documents, and that is the report, technical report, scientific report, and you have it very well explained and very detailed. If you don't have questions, it's okay. We can go to lunch. It's.
Thank you for listening, for being here with us.
Thank you to you.